I'll be showing you step by step how to set up automations in Mailchimp. So let's dive right into the account here. And I'm assuming you already have a Mailchimp account. If you don't have this set up already, I did a full video on how to do this. So let's get right into automations here. We can get into this section on the left-hand side menu. And then what these are automated sequences. They're going to go when a certain trigger is met. So it could be when someone subscribes to a welcome email, after a purchase, an abandoned cart, and so on. To get an even better idea of this, if we go to pre-built journeys, we can see tons of different templates that Mailchimp has that make it super easy to set these up quickly. Now there's quite a few here, so I'm not going to go into all of them, but one of the best ones you should be setting up is the abandoned cart automation. So I'll click into recover abandoned carts here, and it's going to help win back lost revenue with their most popular e-commerce journey. Also, trying to grow this channel here, so if you could smash that like and subscribe button or leave a comment below, that really helps me out. So let's go and set up this automation here. So overall, the basic setup is just the contact abandons their cart. And I'm going to send an email, and then the contact exists is going to check, and that looks like the end of the template there. So let's go and set this up and expand it. So I'll click use this journey. So I'm going to use my Masterclass YouTube. That's my demo Shopify store. Let's hit continue. I'm going to put everything together, and let's go and set up the first part. So first, we need to select a store. So I'm going to select my Masterclass YouTube. I want it to apply to any products that a customer has in their cart. Then you can choose the wait time. I'm going to select 1 hour as I want it to be pretty quick that they're going to get an email. So I'll hit save starting point there. Let's move on to our next sequence. And this is our email. So we can see it's going to be to their email address. This persona here is John. It's going to have a subject line. It's just going to be forget something in your cart. And the preview text, you can edit these just by hitting the edit button there. And the schedule is just going to be every day as soon as possible. I'm going to leave that as it is. And for now, I'm just not going to set up any tracking. Next step, we want to select a template. So these are pre-built templates from Mailchimp that make it really easy to send these automations out. And we can see there is variables in here already, such as the products that the customer has in their cart. We can see other things such as our mailing address and the name and the date that are going to be filled out automatically. So the first thing we want to do is let's just go and change our logo. So I'm going to click the image placeholder here. On the left-hand side, I'll click set logo, upload an image. I'm going to upload the Ecom Masterclass logo here. You can also attach a link to this here, so you could link to your Shopify store if the customer clicks on the logo. And we can also go and customize any of this here just by clicking into it, and we can go and edit it. The add sections, we have on the left-hand side blocks. So these make it really easy to add different sections like a spacer, buttons, custom code, reviews, and so on. So within blocks, there are layouts, or within each layout, there are blocks. So we can go and drag it into a new layout here. That process is just going to repeat for each section. You can add a new layout, add your blocks in, and then clicking into anything to customize it. And there's quite a bit of customization, as you can customize the styling, the content, and the borders for each. To remove it, we can just hover over it and hit delete. We can also customize the overall styles, such as we want the text color to all be this blue. We can change links to a blue as well. And it's really just going to depend on the styling. My recommendation would be to set the styling similar to your Shopify store, as you're going to have a cohesive brand that makes it easy for customers to recognize where this came from. Lastly, the optimize section is going to help look for errors here. You can send a test email in the top right, and we can save the top right here as well. I just also want to note that you can preview it on mobile, but I would recommend sending a test email and opening it up on both a desktop and mobile device, just so you get an idea of what it actually looks like. Once you're done, we can click save and return journey. And overall, that's the basics of setting up this automation here. We can set the trigger, and then we can add an email, and it makes it really easy to add further content from there. So let's say we want to add another journey step. I can click the plus button, and then I can select exactly what I want. And so you have quite a few options. You have rules. So these are going to be conditionals saying, if this is true, elsewise do this. We could split the path. We could have a wait for trigger. So maybe you're waiting for a specific event too. If you've made any sales on Shopify, you know how hard it is to keep track of how much profit your store's actually made. And that's where a sponsored profit calc comes in. The one-click profit calculator available for your Shopify store. Once set up, all you have to do is select the date range you're looking for to get real-time profit calculations so you can truly understand your store's performance. It includes a ton of different details, analytics, and metrics, and it syncs seamlessly with all your ad accounts, as well as many other cost of goods sold providers. It has different reports you can look into, and it all comes with a 15-day free trial so you can test drive everything for yourself. There's a link in the description below to access the Shopify app listing directly. You could also head to the Shopify App Store and search for Profit Calc, and then look for this logo in the top left here. Again, there's a link in the description below. It could be you want them to open the email, so we could wait for that. There could be just a straight up time delay. Let's go and add that there. Let me zoom in a little bit. If we want to customize this, we could say maybe wait another 2 days after we send the first abandoned cart email. So we hit add journey again, go to select. We next up have actions. So these can be basic from sending an email. Mailchimp also has SMS. If you want to send a text message, we could send a webhook out. Surveys, we could group people, unsubscribe them. The most common one is probably just going to be emails here. So we can send our second email. Maybe customize this differently from the first abandoned cart email. Want to just copy this here. We could copy it and just paste it after. This way we don't have to start from scratch. I could just remove this additional one that I added in. You can maybe make it more urgent and so on. We can basically just keep on going with these automations. I think generally best practice is still 3 emails. We're sending it over a week to get them to purchase a product. We could also add a step to say if. We could also say that a product was purchased. We could maybe end the segment there as well. And from there, we can go back to our all journeys, see all the automations we have set up. So in a nutshell, that's how we create automations using Mailchimp. Again, I'm going to recommend that you go through the pre-built journeys, basically set up all the ones that you think are relevant for your store. Most important ones to set up are the ones that get people purchasing, such as recovering abandoned carts. There's also recovering lost customers, so you can win back business from subscribers who haven't made a recent purchase. As it's so much easier to get people who have already purchased from you to purchase again rather than finding new customers. So this concludes the video here. If it helped at all, I again would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.